He's written like 7 or 8 books. He's really incredible. He inspires me. Like, his work ethic is incredible. He's made incredible videos, multiple channels, written for every periodical. Like, been following Stan back in the day and when he's just on LinkedIn. Like, he's incredible. Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Rondberg. In today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to Stan the Annuity Man, talking about 3 options you have with inherited annuities. I have to say right off the bat, I haven't seen this video. I love Stan the Annuity Man, just in general. I think he's so transparent. I've gotten the privilege of talking to him. He actually called me one Sunday morning 2 years ago, and I gotta be honest, I owe like everything in terms of my journey on YouTube to Stan. He's the one who really talked me into starting a channel. In fact, he told me I had to start a channel. I don't know him that well. We had that one conversation on a Sunday morning. I sent him a message on LinkedIn. He called me. We played some phone tag. We talked. And so I'm excited to react to this video. Let's see what he has to say about your options for inheriting annuities.
Hey, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states, and that is including yours. Yes, yours. I'm licensed there as well.
He's just got a great sense of humor and he just comes out like a cannon. I love Stan.
What we're talking about today is a pretty interesting subject because there's a lot of people getting older. We're living longer. 10,000 baby boomers every single day are reaching retirement age. And a lot of people are calling me because they've inherited an annuity. What do you do? What are your options? We're going to cover that in some of the recent laws that affect inherited annuities and what you need to know so you can make an informed decision on your terms and on your time frame.
Spouting off some great statistics that are all true, and I'd like to see what he's going to say about these laws because there have been some interesting laws changing about inheriting annuities. Let's see if he gets into it.
Before all of that happens, before all of the magic happens, we need music, don't we, producer? Don't we? Absolutely. So
the camera nods. I love it. I can't wait to hear the music.
So hit the music now.
I bet you that's Stan on the vocals, by the way. I bet you he's playing that guitar and the drums, and I bet that's all him. I bet he recorded that whole track in separate parts. That'd be my bet.
Inherited annuity.
He's written like 7 or 8 books. He's really incredible. He inspires me. Like, his work ethic is incredible. He's made incredible videos, multiple channels, written for every periodical. Like, he's been around. I've been following Stan back in the day and when he's just on LinkedIn. Like, he's incredible.
So let's talk about if you're just a non-spouse, you've inherited the annuity. All annuity companies are different, and this is kind of the basic 3 options that you have. What I would encourage you to do, in addition to calling us at theannuityman.com, I would call the carrier if you have a statement, and you're going to get a non-salesperson on the phone, and they're going to walk you through your options, etc., and then send us that statement, and we can help you as well with what you want to do.
I love that he's always offering his services. Like, he's just so transparent. I will say he's got this thing where he says, like, I love annuities. I don't love that. Again, it's a financial product. Like, it's a tool. It's like saying I love a hammer, right? And I get that he's combating the Ken Fisher, I hate annuities. But again, I think both of those are wrong for that reason. Like, attaching emotion or feelings to a financial tool, to me, doesn't make sense. That's my one critique of Stan.
Pretty much, you can either get a lump sum. They'll send you the lump sum on the accumulation value, the real money account of that, or a lot of companies will say, we'll pay you out over 5 years if you want to kind of lessen the tax blow. So that's option number 2. And then option number 3, not all companies do this, but most, is you can say, turn this into a lifetime income stream, annuitize it, which means to create payments.
He just gets through all 3 super quick. Like, within the first 2 minutes, boom, 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 there's all 3. I should react to more Stan videos. Like, it just brings me so much joy to watch him. His eyes, he always looks like he's bored. He's like getting through it to go do something else, but he's got great charisma. He's a master on camera.
And one of the things that they changed with inherited annuities is back before 2019, December of 2019, you could do what's called a stretch IRA if you were a child. Like, if your father had an annuity and you're the beneficiary and you're a child, you could stretch that IRA. What does that mean? With any type of tax situation, you need to talk to your local CPA.
I like those in the little tax disclaimer. That's good. We all have to do that. It's important. You know, you got to make sure you're not going into taxes on these videos. I like that he takes a minute to throw that little disclaimer.
Never take tax advice from a non-tax person. Even though I've been doing this for 30 years and I'm number 1 agent on the planet, we always get your local tax advisors involved with these types of situations, especially when you're inheriting an annuity.
He always says he's the number 1 agent on the planet. I don't know how you measure that. I don't know what his production is. I'm sure he's huge. He's a legend. He's just like a classic great agent. I just enjoy watching him. He's just funny.
What is your goal with the money? Now, the person that originally owned it, they had their goals. You might have different goals, and so that we can line you up with that based upon what you're trying to achieve. You need to call the carrier and get them involved and talk to their people, and then you need to talk to your local CPA or tax lawyer and get them involved so you're making an informed decision. If you want to make sure you're doing the right thing, and you also want to make sure that you're not triggering taxes that don't need to be triggered.
And he's right. You don't want to make any missteps or mistakes. You really want to understand these options. It can be complex. There can be a lot of them.
Another thing you need to understand, when you inherit an annuity, the majority of carriers will not allow you to transfer that annuity. I can't say all, right? But you need to contact us and we can make sure we're working with the carrier, etc. But most will not allow that. Some will, but most won't. It just kind of depends on the carrier and who you inherited the annuity from. And also, too, what type of annuity.
He's got a good point. There's multiple types of annuities. All carriers have different processes and their claims. I mean, it can be a lot. And in fact, if you've ever tried to claim an annuity, it can be frustrating. Like, the paperwork can be kind of rigid. You can make a mistake. You have to follow up on it. They don't really tell you. It's not in good order. You got to redo it. People get very frustrated doing claims on their own. And that's one of the things we do to help people at Nation Source Financials. We help them process their annuity claims with them so that we can limit the number of mistakes and speed up the time frame to really help them get it taken care of. And that's one of the things we try to help serve people with.
You have single premium immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, qualified longevity annuity contracts, variable annuities, fixed index annuities, multi-year guarantee annuities. Some of those, from an income stream standpoint, if you inherited them, you might have inherited the remaining income stream that's left. But for the deferred annuities like multi-year guarantee annuities or index annuities or variables, that's when it gets a little difficult from the standpoint of you just making decisions. Once again, don't go fast.
I like that. I like that he's saying, hey, take your time, don't rush, make sure you know all the information. That's always just like a really sound, good idea. Make sure you got all the facts.
So you can make the right decision, because your loved one would want you to do that, and they put you down as beneficiary for a reason. They wanted you to be taken care of and make sure that money's going to flow to you. One more thing about when a spouse inherits an annuity.
I love the transitions. Stan's cool. I like Stan.
The RMDs are going to be taken over the spouse's life expectancy. But there are some occasions that first year, depending on when they die, and I don't want to get in the weeds here, but just understand that there might be that year or time frame you have to take the RMD based upon the deceased person's life expectancy. I know that sounds crazy, but there are some machinations to it that we can help you with. We're talking about taxes, the IRS. It's not going to be that simple, is it?
Okay, so I think from a structure standpoint, the video kind of lost me a little bit towards the end. Like, he hit all 3 points really quick, and then it kind of just seemed to go on a little bit longer. It was good, though. It was entertaining. I love his transitions. I love the music. I love his style. I love his transparency. Like, very authentic. Definitely trying to serve people. Definitely trying to work with people. I think well balanced between like marketing and education. You could watch that video and get a sense of who Stan really is, and that you can kind of just have a conversation with him. He's not gonna have this big grand personality he's putting on to try to attract people. He's just very genuine. And I gotta be honest, I owe a lot to Stan. I'm grateful for him, and grateful for what he's doing for the industry. And I really like his videos, and I think I'm gonna react to more. They just bring out this joy in me, like getting to see Stan and getting to see what he's up to. So anyway, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. We come out with a new video on retirement. We're doing a lot more reactions, a lot more interviews. It's been a lot of fun. As always, I'm Daniel Rondberg. I hope to see you in the next one.